Uh, Generally, my profile or my online persona is such that either someone they love me or love my content or like me, or they absolutely hate me and they can't stand me. Very rarely it is in between. There are some people in between who say, I don't agree with everything you say, but I find your content compelling, or I don't agree with your lifestyle choices or your beliefs or lack thereof, but overall you're a sensible guy. Okay, not the tattoos on the face and all. Okay, so it has always been like this. So when I get a individual, let's say they are a couple, either the husband likes me or the wife likes me. Likes me in the sense my content. Very rarely both of them like me. So in this particular case, I got a client who, the husband was a fan of my content, wife could not stand me. No surprise, it's very common, especially women. Most of the women who are married, they find me, what the hell is this? Okay. So what had happened is this husband and wife, he's a paying client. This husband and wife, the wife lost her job after COVID. The company was no longer the same, and eventually she lost her job. So she was trying to get, and because her husband watches my content and had taken a couple of sessions from me, it's not a regular. So he tried to help her through whatever he learned from me, but it was still not working. So finally he suggested her, why don't you take a session with Loy? And to which she vehemently said, please, no, not that freak. Just because you're gone mad, I don't want to listen. Which is fine. Perfectly fine. So then I told her husband, because he booked a session with me, he showed me her profile and I told him, if you want, I'll give you the areas what to change and we'll do it and you can present it to her. He said, fine. And I gave him whatever tips, tricks, suggestions, ideas. We had around 3 sessions. Okay. Then finally he decided to surprise her by showing her the new profile that we did. After he gave it to her, she asked him, did you go to this Loy, this cartoon, okay, this character, whatever. He said, no, I didn't go to him and all that. This I just took from the internet. He said, don't tell me lies. You know, women can find out if the husband is lying. So he denied it. She refused to believe it. And then he said, see, listen, to prove it to you that I didn't go to Loy, you don't want, don't take this. It's up to you. I lose nothing. Just lose some time. She said, okay, fine. Let's see. So finally she checked. You'll not believe, she found a fault in every single thing that I had suggested. Every single thing. Every single word, every single paragraph. There was nothing that was right. In other words, she rejected the whole thing. There was not one single thing right. Okay, fine, whatever. And then after she proved a point that all this is rubbish, all this is shit, and he got frustrated and he told her, say, listen, even husbands have patience. He said, okay, see, listen, so what do you want to do? You're not ready to listen to anyone. You're not getting any job. You have to get a job, otherwise what you'll do in your life. And so he also lost his patience a little bit. So finally she answered, dear, when husband and wife fight, things always get ugly and they always get personal. So then went to, your mother said this, your father said this, and started the drama. He told me all this later. So she finally told him, you don't know me. You don't know me, okay? Even before marriage, I had a very good career. Every time there were job offers, there were people ready to offer. I used to get job offers left, right, and center. Only after COVID, I did not get. And today also, there are job offers. Only thing, salary is a challenge. So he told, yeah, exactly, that is the thing. Job offers are there. Salary is not there. So that's a... And in the end, when they kept after arguing, nothing worked. Bye-bye. And they didn't talk to each other for days. So obviously, hubby called me up again. We were talking. I am a massive problem for many marriages. I destroy marriages, apparently, which is a fact. Because when people have a problem, they need to hear something explicitly, which they're trying to hide. I tell them what they need to hear. And the rest is their decision. It's not that I made them divorce or break up or whatever. You make a choice of marrying someone 20 years before, when you don't know even what you want in life. Of course, 20 years later, you'll be like, now I know what I want in life and this is not what I want. And, personalities change. Anyway, that's a different topic. You can ask me to put a video why whoever becomes my client ends up breaking up. Only if there is marriage problem. It's not, or you really want to achieve greatness. You cannot achieve greatness if you are surrounding yourself with stupidity or mediocrity. That's a fact. That is why so many successful people end up breaking off the old friends, relatives. So then you can do what you want or like, and mediocre minds are never there to stop you or put hurdles, all that. Anyway, coming back to this. So he asked me, anyway, they didn't break up, just so that you know. So he said, what is the problem? Saying, I can't understand why she's so stubborn. I gave him the answer. I said, the problem is she's equating her past success, her past glory, her past achievements to the future. When she was young, she got many offers. It's like when you're young and beautiful, many guys chase you. Obviously, after you become older, lesser guys chase you, especially if you put on weight or your age shows up. Okay, agreed. There are some females who continue maintaining themselves. That's a different ballgame. Those are the very few, 20% or 10%. But majority who have children, who have responsibilities, who have things on their plate, very hard to juggle keeping a perfect figure and a career and children, and you have to sacrifice somewhere. Okay. So I told him, the problem with your wifey is she's equating her past success, that she used to get many job offers, her career growth was always spectacular, and she's surrounded by yes men. The people who always say yes to everything. She has a bunch of friends, and being the only daughter, apparently, that is also another problem. The mother and father keep praising her. Oh, you're so smart. Oh, don't worry, we'll pray for you. You've always done it. Don't listen to him. He's gone mad. So when you surround yourself with yes men and women, you don't care, right? So I told him, this is the problem. But you can't live your life like that. I said, for example, my mother, I'll give you the best example, my mother, when she came to Dubai in the end of 1970s, like 79, 80, and early 80s, 1980s, she came to UAE, her and my stepfather. It was a desert. We were just starting. There was no internet, there was nothing. Whoever came there would easily get a job and easily get salaries which were maybe in line with British standards. So getting a job was very easy. There was less supply. Salaries were high. So my mother and father, who just came from India, no personality, no education. Education means no high degrees and all. They immediately got jobs, and those jobs were receptionist and health club assistant and all that. And my mother was that. My father was receptionist and data entry clerk. By today's standards, they got paid what a maybe senior manager would get, and purchasing power was very high. So my mother, in her early 30s, She kept gaining more money, earning more money, saving a lot. And she ended up, I think by the time she was in her 40s, oh fuck, this is a baby snake. See this? Oh, fucking hell, man. Scary. Anyway, so this is part of my life here. So what happened was, where was I? Yeah. So before you know it, in her early 40s, she had, I think, 4 houses in Mumbai. India. That's a very big thing. You're a multi-millionaire if you have 1 house today. And she had also in Mumbai, which was the most expensive city, plus she had property, plus she had land, plus she had money in the bank. I mean, if the amount of money that and property that my parents had, if I had that equivalent amount today, I wouldn't need to work for a single day. I'm telling you, I wouldn't have to work. I just live off the interest, that much. You could say that it was more than $1 million, more than $1 million, 2 million. Let's say, roughly, let's give you a figure. Say close to $1 million US. Okay? Let's put it that way. And you can live off the interest if you live a very simple life. Okay. But what happened? My mother and stepfather, whose track record was so impressive, in their 40s, obviously times change, market changes. The UAE market opened up, technology opened up, social media opened up. From no supply, excessive supply, from very high demand to, demand couldn't keep up because, there was so much of supply. There were no more vacancies, and then obviously they realized people from India, overpopulation, you can pay them maybe 1/10, 1/20th, 20% of the salary, they're still ready to work. So everything changed. And lo and behold, both my father and mother in their late 40s ended up without a job, no job. So what did they do? They reminded themselves, in the past, my past record was spectacular. I always bounced back from failure. We made up millions. I remember my mother telling me, don't teach me, don't teach me, you don't know who you're talking to. In less than 10 years, I think they burned through everything. They destroyed every single thing they had. Today, 60 plus, they're living in a rented or I don't know. My stepbrother is taking care of them. The other family members taking care of them. They have nothing to their name. Nothing. Zero. No money. In fact, they have minus of all the loans and everything else that they had to pay. How did that happen? You might say bad choices, bad decisions. Yes, you're right. But the foundation, the underlying problem was they assumed past success is equal to, the past track record is equal to future guaranteed success. Just because you are lucky doesn't mean you'll achieve. Just because your one project was successful doesn't mean this will be successful. Just because your one business was a big hit doesn't mean this business will be a big hit. You can check any businessman on the planet, any businessman. Just because one business was a hit doesn't mean every other business was a hit. There'll be a graveyard of failures. So I told him the same thing. He just kept quiet. What else to do? She wants to live with that stubbornness that her past 10 years, 20 years, she had incredible success, incredible demand in her youthful days. She started a career from $800, then went to 1,000, then went to 1,500, 2,000, then 2,500, 3,000, 4,000. So she'll keep equating. Sky's the limit. What can you say? And especially when you surround yourself with yes men. But the husband being older, he knows he is at a senior level, but he's not earning very high. But he knows the challenges. What can you say? So in the end, I just told him, let her experience life the way she has to. She's a different person, you're a different person. You do what you have to, let her do what she has to. If she asks for advice, you give it. Don't offer unsolicited advice. And end of the day, she will live with her decisions, what she makes. I said, if you foolishly assume wrong things, who's going to pay the price? So if there was one single message I could give through this video, it would be, don't assume that your past success, all your success or your track record is going to guarantee future success. Remember, it's a new day, it's a new age, new technology. The environment has changed. Just as you have AI and ChatGPT who's going to take all over most of the jobs. Automation, information, and AI nation. We all have to evolve. Others finished. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Agree, disagree. Love to hear from you. Please take care. Ciao.